How's everybody doing today? And thanks for tuning in to Rare Performance Motorcars. Well, when was the last time you saw a Chevy Citation? Let's narrow that down. When was the last time you saw a Chevy Citation X11? Let's narrow it even further. When was the last time you saw a Chevy Citation X11 unrestored with 10,000 miles on it? Right here and right now. But do me a favor. Before you get comfortable and watch the video, which is great by the way, send us a like, hit subscribe, and stay in touch with all the interesting cars that we have coming up. You know, it's not too often you find a relic from the early 80s in such a preserved state like this. This car has got 10,506 miles on it. It's an X11 1982 Chevrolet Citation. Unrestored, original paint, original interior, original tires, original wheels. And it is quite the time capsule. Finished in dark redwood metallic, which with matching interior, 2.8 liter V6, high output, with air conditioning, power steering, and power brakes. Hatchback rear, original spare and jack still in place, and has never been on the ground. Car is arrow straight all the way around. Original spoiler, original taillights, glass, paint is all absolutely beautiful. And here's the one thing that impresses me the most with this car. When you start looking at it, oh, by the way, it's got all the original paperwork. See all the pictures here. Definitely cool to have all that documentation. Window sticker, bill of sale, original keys, even the original set of keys with the original dealer key tag still on them. Here's a copy of the window sticker we put in the window. But the one thing that is so cool on this car, I'm going to bring it down close, is that these are the Citation only alloy wheels. Now it looks very similar to the wheels that were on the later Eurosports, which I believe might have been 15s, but don't quote me on that. These are 14s. This car has the original Goodyear Eagle GTs, which are 215 60 14. Tires have a lot of meat on them, but unfortunately, and I'm going to be straight up and honest, I'm going to have to put tires on this car. The right front tire's got a little belt that delaminated internally, and when you drive it down the road, you feel a little wobble to it. And you can't get the Goodyear Eagle GTs anymore, and a 215 60 14 is a very weird and limited size tire to find nowadays. However, BF Goodrich radial TAs do offer them, and that's what we're going to put on the car. They are on order, probably have them on next week, so it'll be on the car before it ships out to the new owner. Car is straight. Both sides of the car are arrow straight. If you look down both sides, not a door ding, chip, or mark in it. Now, when I got the car, it had a set of vent visors on the windows, and some of you guys in the Citation world are familiar with this car. It was on eBay about 3 years ago. I took them off. They're in the trunk. They go with the car. I just didn't like the way they look. Car also had a set of mud flaps. Didn't like the way they looked. Took them off as well. All original paint except for 2 spots. And it's a little more noticeable on camera than it is in person, but that filler on the right front was repaired and painted, and on the left rear, that one as well was repaired and painted. They're original fillers, so they're brittle. You got to be careful. All the glass on the car is excellent. All the windows roll up and down like they should. The doors open and close beautifully. All the original decals are in the door jamb and on the door. The paint is absolutely perfect. It's never been painted. All the sills are in excellent shape. Nothing's beat up. There's absolutely no wear anywhere on this car. And I got my head stuck in here. It smells like a new GM car as I remember it in the dealership back in the day. Console is perfect. The special rally dash, everything works as it should. Even the little sport suspension decal on the dashboard and the X11 call out as well. Roll up windows, but it does have power locks and they work. And it's got a remote mirror, which works as well. All the door rubbers are excellent on the car all the way around. Let me open the rear hatch. Somebody was keeping track of maintenance in the early days right here. 8273 on 123 of 88 was the miles. And then it looks like 1123 of 83, 6,700 miles. So the miles are pretty well documented. Clean Carfax and auto check on it as well. Doors closed tight, all the gaps are good. Taillight lenses are excellent. Rear compartment, let's open that up for you right now. And you can see how nice it is by the pics. As you can see, the original spare has never been out or on the ground. I threw a couple pics in there. The little cargo light works as it should. All the plastic is perfect. All the trim is perfect. The rear plastic, nothing's cracked. The carpet is absolutely gorgeous, like nothing's ever been sitting in here. In this box is the original fuel tank sender. It was replaced. You gotta remember, this car was put up and parked for about 35 years and just taken care of in a climate controlled garage, but it did need a fuel sender. The original one's in here, so that goes with the car. The rear tray is in good shape. These hangers were added on. That's the way I got the car. I left them on, which is actually nice. It holds it up. All the underside paint is perfect. Closes like it should. All original GM soft ray glass throughout the entire car. You can see the etching in the glass. And of course, even the windshield is the original windshield. Coming to the passenger side of the car, door jambs, inside door frames are excellent. Door jambs are perfect. No remnants of any overspray, no repaint issues. Sills are all good. Inside the hinges are all good. Dashboard is absolutely perfect. Oh, glove box is locked. Hang on, I'll open that up for you in a minute. Center console with storage is all good. Back seat, I don't think it's ever been sat in, quite honestly. Does have a dealer installed sunroof. Headliner's perfect. Every light, every button, every switch, every whistle works as it should. And the car's pretty tight when you got the windows up. Just a neat car. It's an oddball car. It's not a high dollar collectible car. But you know what? If this was, let's say, same car, same era, but it was a Z28 Camaro in '82, what would it be worth? Current market, $32,000 to $40,000. This car is worth less than half of that. That's why we have it priced right. Front grille, headlight rings are all excellent. Nothing chipped, broken, or scratched. The X11s had the special power bulge hood with actually a cold air intake. And right in the back, there is a screened opening. And when I pop the hood, I'll show you the cold air intake for it. There's the VIN number on the car. It does have a clean Carfax, and it does have a clean auto check all the way around. So there's no issues there. All the original Citation emblems are in excellent shape. It's just a cool car. When do you see another one? So here's what I'm gonna do. Let me get the hood popped up for you, and I'm gonna fire it up. But first, here's a quick little cold start video I did this morning, and you can hear that tuned throaty exhaust of that 2.8 that we remember so fondly. Here's a shot underneath the hood. I had to move it out of the sunlight to do a start up. The sun was just glaring on everything under the hood. Car did have rust proofing and undercoating when it was new. You can see the remnants of it. It is visible. Original cowl, what would be called the cowl tag on any other car where it's up on the cowl, is basically right here on the radiator support. Color code 77, which is dark redwood metallic. Let's see. Build date of 11A. So that would have been 82 November, first week. So first week in November 1982 was the production date. And you know what? Let's look at the door sticker and see if that backs it up. I got it right. They usually get hard to read when you're this old. Okay. Manufactured date. Here we go. Man, it's just faded out. It's so hard to read. I'm gonna have to look at it in the shop and figure. Oh. Yeah, November of 82. I was right. That is cool. So, let's fire this up. Take a look at everything. It does have cruise control. Cruise control works perfectly. HEI distributor for electronic ignition. Powered brakes, disc in the front, drum in the rear. But here's what I was talking about. You see that right there? Hold on, let me bring that up. You see that right there? That seals to the hood and brings cold air in from the outside. So it's like cowl induction, like on a Camaro or a Chevelle. Very neat. But let's fire it up and listen to it run. These cars came with a tuned exhaust, so they have a very throaty exhaust note. Everything works like it should. Quiet, all the belts are good, they've been replaced. Car's been serviced, oil changed, whatnot. All that's been taken care of. All four of the Citation specific wheels are absolutely perfect. No clear coat issues, no curb rash, none of that stuff. You can hear that throaty tuned exhaust of the X11. It's a neat car, one you don't see that often. I like it, I dig it. I hope you do too, and I hope the new owner falls madly in love with it. Everything works on the interior, all the gauges work. It's got good oil pressure, temperature's just barely coming up, reading just under half a tank. It's got a factory tack in it. This was specifically an X11 dashboard only. It's got a rear window defogger that illuminates and works. The fasten seatbelt, the brake light, all that stuff works. Check engine light doesn't come on, which is good. The choke does work. And that goes off. Radio. Let's see if we get some tunage here. And it works. Air conditioning. Click it on. You hear the compressor kick on. And you can probably hear it. And it blows cold. Shut that off. The console's in beautiful shape. Nothing broken, cracked. Cigarette lighter has never been used. Neither has the ashtray. Glove box, perfect. There's your fuse location. I got nothing to complain about this car. Everything's good on it. Everything's neat on it. I know this is a long video, but I'm just excited about this one because it's such a unique car. I remember looking at these things brand new back in 81, 82 when I was in high school and getting out of high school, and I always thought they were kind of neat. You know, even though I was a muscle car guy or a kid back then and I had some hot rods and stuff, but I just thought it was a cool car. So, the end of an era. The X-Body Chevy Citation. Please send us a like, subscribe, link in description below to our website. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. Thanks for watching.